Hey guys, welcome to a brand new season of the O2 Garage. Well, I can tell you what, there's lots of great things going on, lots of really cool adventures going on as well, including this.
Hey guys, how are you? Lots of new things going on, including here what's behind us. Do you want to check it out?
We've got ourselves a brand new project car. Now, you will notice straight away that the Suzuki Swift has disappeared. Now, the reason the Suzuki's gone is we got really close to doing the paintwork on that one, but we had an offer that was too good to refuse. A guy wanted a Suzuki. He said this was the one he wanted. He wants to paint it his own color, so it has gone, which opened up the opportunity for what you see in front of us right now, our brand new project car. Now, it's changed the way we're going to do things. Bit of a game changer in the grand scheme of things. What do you reckon, mate?
Take it off.
You want to take it off?
Yeah.
You ready? All right, here we go. We'll do the engine as well so you can see that too. What we have for you is a 1965 Baja Volkswagen Beetle. What do you reckon?
It's awesome.
Yeah! Fiberglass guards at the front, fiberglass bonnet, hand-painted side doors, really cool interior, a set of Suzuki Swift GTi seats, sports steering wheel, quite mint. Someone's done a lot of work on it. Up the top we have a little rally vent, as well as the rear T-top or cabriolet top. Some really cool period stickers all the way back down to Tomboy at the back. Now Tom, you got some really big rims down there, mate. What size are those rims and tyres?
So they're 15 by 14 inch rims and they're 295 tyres on the back.
15 by 14s?
Yeah.
And how big are they? 295s?
Yeah, tyres.
Does that make you happy?
Yeah, they're good, but I don't know if they're legal or not because of this guard here.
Well, we might have to make a change, but those things are monsters. So the way we're going to do this build is pretty simple. Because it's Tom's style, he found the car and he wants to build it his way. Now, he doesn't want to sell it, and in his words, he wants to keep it as a bit of an asset, which Verley Volkswagens are appreciating in Valley right about now. And this is a genuine Baja with all the fiberglass parts in the right area. But instead of going up with the big flares and the big wheels and the big tyres and jacking it right up, we're actually going to go the other way and we're going to lower it right down. This is what Tom wants to do, and do a street bug style. So a street bug Baja. And we've got a couple of plans to put a whole lot more horsepower under the back end of it as well, without, spending the bank. So Tom's plans are pretty sound. Right now, we're going to get it running, going to get it registered, going to go out and do some cruise nights, and just genuinely have some fun getting this bug back on the road. So the deal is, when we bought the car, this was actually the engine that's registered to the car. And the guy we bought it off was a little bit hazy as to the condition of it. When we got it back, it didn't really worry us what condition it was in, but it is actually locked up and seized. Now that normally means there's something interfering with the way the pistons move up and down the bores or what have you. So I've been dying to pull it apart. So hit the time lapse, let's go. Well, as you can see, I've pulled the cylinder head off to reveal the barrel sitting underneath here. And at this point in time, I'm going to say I haven't really found anything that's leading me to find out why it's actually seized. Everything looks pretty good. So I think we're going to need to pull the other side off. Well, it's been a couple of days and I decided I'd put the engine back together, but the reality of it is it's absolutely toast. There's something wrong in and around the crank. And to get this Baja back on the road, we're going to have to find a solution to go maybe in a different direction. But I'm confident we can find something. Let's see what we can do.
We bought this.
All right, so the bottom line is the buggy is no go. There's a lot of rust and bits and pieces and problems with it. Really can't be used reliably and responsibly. But the reason we bought this is this thing right here. This is a good running Volkswagen motor. It is a 1300 and it's not seized. It does run. Let's yank it out. What's this, Uncle Chop Chop? Alright, so what we have here is the free spinning motor out of the red buggy. Now we haven't heard it run yet, but I think we've got enough stuff between the two motors to put together one motor, chuck it in the back of the Baja, fire it up and see where we go from there. So let's put it together and let's cross our fingers, see what happens. TJ, so what we're going to do is we've got the 1300, but we do have to stick it in the back of the Volkswagen today. Today's the day we're going to do it.
What's it do with the engine, Dad? How's it bolted?
It's got 4 bolts. I've only ever done one a couple of times, and that was a Type 3 station wagon, so bugs are a little bit new to me. So as far as I know, the bolts go in, but I'm just having a quick look here. We may actually have to take this shroud off first before we bolt it in to get access to all the bolt holes. So let's maybe look to think about doing that and go from there.
Right.
So we've just had a bit of an unexpected windfall. We've managed to find the wiring diagram here. It's all wrapped up in the parts box. So we can follow this, get this area sorted out, and hopefully get the engine straight in. Well, Tom, here it is, mate. It's finally back in. So it's all back there together. I think we're ready to probably maybe turn it over and see if it gets going.
Any other bits and pieces we need to check on last minute?
I think we do. I think we need to check and make sure it's got spark.
Yep.
We maybe don't have to worry about fuel at the moment. Let's just see if we make sure we've got spark, because we can always put a bit of fuel down here. But let's see if we can kick it over to start with. All right, Tom, I'm just going to flick it over.
Yep.
You just tell me if the pulley's moving. We'll turn it over half a dozen times. All right. Down the gear, ready?
Yep. Yep.
How's that, all right?
Yep, it went over.
All right. Ah, look at this. Uncle Mark showed up.
Let's get the spud going.
All right. We've got fuel, we've got spark, and we've got air. So there's no reason why this thing shouldn't start up. We've turned it over a few times. It's got good oil pressure. Uncle Mark's over here to help us out. Let's kick her in the guts. All right, you ready, boys?
Yep.
Ready? Here we go. if it runs. Let's see if it moves. All we need to know is that it moves. We can get underneath there and we can adjust everything later on. All right, Tom, well, mate, I think that was actually a pretty good result today.
Yeah.
For having an engine sitting on the ground, draining it out, and we pulled all sorts of stuff out. Have a look at that oil that came out of it.
Jeez.
You know, but the cool thing was this engine, the guy said was a pretty good running engine, and that's actually good oil. It just had water in it.
Yeah.
It's turned over, it started up, and we haven't even tuned it up yet. So we haven't even replaced the spark plugs and bits and pieces, so I'm going to show you how to do all that.
Yeah.
Mate, what are your thoughts at the moment? How do you think?
Pretty good considering what we've done today. Put a whole engine in, it starts up. After a few goes, it's pretty good.
What's up next? What are we going to do next?
Just tune it up, maybe take it apart and detail each bit of the engine, each part, and put it back together and get it going.
So there you go. Lots more work to do on the Bug. Plenty more action coming up. Don't go anywhere. Hit like and subscribe as well, because we've got lots of cool adventures coming up with the Bug pretty soon, haven't we?
Yep.
See ya.
Crisp soon.
Do you like ham?